kind of work through it and keep going and keep striving and know, like, so today, like I was like, oh, I ain't gonna do Sunday Sizzle. Forget that. My dad, it's his birthday. I'm emotional. I'm not gonna do it. But at the end of the day, I feel like my Father speaks through me. That's where I get a lot of my motivation, my little smart remarks, all that. That is definitely my Father. So one thing and one quote that came up is, there are always going to be things you look back on and wish you did differently, but those very choices made you exactly who you are today. I wouldn't be trying to reach out to people with mental issues or mental disease, or trying to get out clear mindset and just having a clear mind frame. It's like, you have to go out there and you have to believe in yourself. And it's like, I went through certain things. So it's not that I'm out here trying to tell you to live a better life. Like, I know it's not easy, but I know that it's possible. Another quote, at the end of the day, let there be no excuses, no explanations, no regrets. That means that, like, at the end of the day, you either did what you were supposed to do or you didn't. And you have to hold yourself responsible for every single little thing. Even the small things matter, because the more you check off things, the better you feel. Even if it's small, even if it's checking your email, going through your quizzes, clearing out your quizzes, doing whatever you have, even if it's a small goal, it's something that you could sit there and you could check off and say, hey, I did this today. Jada, like one of my goals, I have it written down. One of my goals is to get with Jada to learn how to do better content and getting the email thing going for the code market, because that's a better bet for me. But I have to get with Jada and I have to make that happen. So it's like, and then never regret anything that has happened in your life. It cannot be changed, undone, or forgotten. So take it as a lesson learned and move on. We are constantly, this is the thing, is like, you have to value your life. Your life is just as important as anybody else's life. We're constantly forgiving and forgetting and apologizing, and we're not doing it for ourselves. We're not saying, I'm sorry, self, that I made those mistakes. I'm going to move on and I'm going to be better. No, we sit in guilt and regret. We have to make sure that as much as you work to make someone else smile, that you're taking that energy and making yourself smile. You can't please everybody. You can't make everybody happy all the time, no matter how perfect you want to be. But you have to know that what is done is done. You can't change it. You can't go back. All you could do is make sure it doesn't happen again, or you break the tradition and it doesn't happen to your kids, or it doesn't happen to your kids' kids, whatever generation you may be on. But you have to make sure that you're not holding yourself back for guilt. It's okay. You're not perfect. You're not going to make every decision that everyone wants you to make. But as much as you forgive everyone else, forgive yourself. We forgive lovers for saying certain things and hurting our feelings. We forgive exes for maybe hurting us in the past. We forgive family members, but we look in the mirror and we stay angry with ourselves. We wish that we keep telling ourselves what we can't be, what we're not going to be. And guess what? That's what's going to happen. You're not going to be it. You have to keep pushing and keep going forward. Hold yourself accountable. That is why I wanted to go over goals. Why? Because you have to hold yourself accountable. Goals like, I want to be a millionaire is not a goal. That's not a goal. I want to be a millionaire. There's so many different avenues to be a millionaire. Which one are you going to take? So that's not a set goal. You have to have a set goal. Smart goals, when you have set goals set in front of you, and I'm picking back off a lot of what Tanya said, right? So if you have set goals set in front of you, it's going to be obvious. And then as you check them off, you're going to build that confidence. But if you just don't have anything, it's an unsafe plan. It's not a plan at all. It's just a wish. So goals and this is where we kind of mess up sometimes, is goals take consideration. Like it has to take careful consideration, because your goals have to match what you want to actually achieve in life. It has to match your lifestyle. It has to match what you truly want to accomplish in the bigger picture. Goals that are irrelevant isn't going to help you. So you have to have those set goals. You have to have goals. Excuse me, hold on. I'm getting a call here. Wait, decline. My mom lives here and she calls me. I don't get it. All right. So sorry, guys. But yeah, so you have to take careful consideration. You have to make sure that if you have a bigger goal in mind, that the small goals that you're setting is getting you to that bigger goal. You want to make sure that your goals actually motivate you and drive you and push you, not just something you're putting down on paper. Your goals have to drive and motivate you. So that's one is step one, set goals that motivate you. Make sure they're important to you, not important to others, not to accomplish anyone else's goals. They're important to you. The value in achieving them. What is the value in achieving your goals? When you're setting your goals, what is the value in achieving them? They have to be high priority. Your goals have to be high priority and match with your life, or it will never go into order. You will never be able to check off those goals. You have to have them high priority and allow them to match what's going on in your life. They require commitment. You have to have commitment on any goal that you have. You have to have commitment. Then you must feel a sense of urgency. It's kind of like you never fought so hard for a meal until you've been hungry. Maybe you never cooked so good on a meal until you were hungry. You have to have that sense of urgency to complete your goal. Have a must-do attitude. It has to be a goal that it's like a do or die type attitude. When you're writing down this goal, it's a do or die. I have to achieve this goal. At least your big ones, guys. At least the big ones. If you don't have the must-do attitude, you're risking putting off any goal that you set. If it doesn't feel like a commitment or a priority to you, you're risking putting it off because it's not that important. It's going to end up on your back burner. So you want to make sure that you're making sure your goals align with your life. They align with a sense of urgency, and it gives you a must-have type attitude. All right. So step two is set SMART goals, right? We know it's already specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound, right? Specific is clear and well-defined, though. Again, make sure that you have, okay, for instance, this is what I wrote down, is that I want to have 2 MPs and 4 VIPs by the 15th of the month. That is my goal. So what am I going to do that, right? So it's precise, it's measurable, it's possible. And then it's the direction I want to go, is because I want to be successful in the business. So it's the direction I want to go in life. And I know that I have to be successful in this business to get where I want to go and to what I want to be. I gave myself a deadline. I gave myself until the 15th. If you don't have a precise idea of where you want to be in life, your goals will never make sense. You got to have a precise idea of what you want to be in life, not just rich, not just famous, not just great, not just amazing. What precisely do you want to do? I want to teach self-love and a peaceful mindset. So I have self-love with Anna, right? So that's the thing. And that's the brand I want to build, with being able to do this and just get people with like-minded people around who want to do that, who want to teach self-love, who love self-love, who have a positive body image. But it's my passion. It's my fire. So that's why my goals are going to align with that, right? It's the small goals. I mean, it might start small, but then it's going to get bigger. I know that I'm also going to do 7 days worth of content on a Sunday so that I'm ready for the week, so I could study material and maybe learn how to do different things in between just posting, so I could spend my extra time studying. Those are things you have to do, the small goals. So my small goal to get to my big goal, so I could post more content, so I could attract more people. I know I have to start talking to more people. People want to hear all your guys' stories though. Karina, I tell you all the time, I want to hear your story. I want to see you. I want to see your face. Hi, Tanya. Got to see her face today. Marsie's lovely face. I don't know who else is on here because, this little phone thing. But it's all about just making sure that you are following your passion and your goals. Vague and generalized goals are not going to be helpful, and it's not going to get you to your specific direction. Vague goals don't get you to your destination. I'm going to reach people is not a big goal. That's not a goal. That's not a specific goal. That doesn't say how. That doesn't say why. That doesn't say when. Write all that down. Tell the full, complete story of your goal. Shoot, even have a plan B on your goal, just in case something doesn't go through. What are you going to try next? So set goals in writing, right? And I know Tanya touched based on that. When you have them in writing and you have them posted, there's no excuses. You can't say you forgot about it. You didn't know to do it. Oh, it slipped my mind. If you're posting it everywhere, that's what Tanya said, right? So step 3, make sure you're posting your goals. Make sure you're talking about your goals too. Even if you have to say it to yourself and you're reading it to yourself and you're writing it, like me, I'm getting a marker. I'm using my little mirror marker. And it's a small goal first, right? Just getting the constant or being consistent in my content. That's a goal I'm going to try to be, but I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. You got to tell yourself you can. Stop telling yourself it's too hard. I can't do it. It's not possible. Yes, it is. Trust me, it is. If anything, I know Tanya and definitely Jada, because I see your guys' kids all the time. Your hands are full and still making it happen. Marsie, same with you. Used it with your family, went, enjoyed a beautiful family, but it was also a beautiful way of just getting your story out there. Beautiful family. And we don't get to see the LGBT family that much. It's love. Love is love. And you can use that, right? You can spread that because you have a beautiful family. Create an action plan. So that's what step 4, right? So what are you going to do to get to that goal by that time? What are you going to do daily? Heck, what are you going to do hourly? What are you going to do specifically to get to that goal? If that means, all right, I'm going to post every 2 hours. I'm going to make sure that I do a video for 10 minutes, at least 7. I have 7 videos for 10 minutes. That way I have a video for each day to content, right? So it's like, because Instagram goes crazy if you go a little higher than 10 minutes. Learn the widths, right? I know I'm still learning the algorithm. Mimic what your upline or even downline is doing, because sometimes your downline is doing better than you. It's sad to admit, but they are. And it's okay. Because that should just push you to be a better leader, period. If they ever do better than you, that should just push you to be a better leader. So make sure you have steps to that goal by this date. And then also next to it, put why. What motivates you to want to achieve that goal? You know what? Better yet, if it's your kids or anything, I want you to print out a picture and put your child by that goal as you post it. Whatever your why is, if it's a mansion, if it's a stack of money, whatever it is, put a picture by it. I know it's like a vision board, but it's your handwriting, because I know we all do digital now, but it's your handwriting, and then it's something personal for you. You know what? No, instead of putting the mansion, put the mother or the grandmother or the brother or the sister or the family member who you're doing it for, that you want a better life for them. Maybe put that person, put the person that you want to have that better life for them. Because then maybe they'll get that fire and that drive and keep pushing you to keep going. So create an action plan, put what motivates you. And then number 5, we all know it's stick with it. We write a lot of goals. We check off the small goals that are part of the big goal, but we don't stick with our goals all the time, or we don't have that confidence or that drive, and we don't keep going. Stick with your goal. Even if it don't work, even if you fail, just stick with your goal. Know that, have those second plans, those triple plans, whatever plans, just have it. Go out there, fight for it, and know that you could touch anything you want to touch. You could touch anything you want to touch. There's people out there with no arms that are dancers. There's people out there that maybe didn't start off. I knew people that didn't start off with a name coming from Africa. They didn't even have a name or a birth certificate or anything, and they became great. You could do anything you put your mind to, but we're so caught up in what other people's opinions are. And it's okay. You could say thank you for your opinion. You could say I appreciate your opinion, but you don't have to accept that opinion. You don't have to accept anyone else's thoughts or criticism of you. Not everyone is going to vibe with you. I say that all the time. You are a beautiful, imperfect person. And sometimes even the ones closest to you, you'll get in the spit and spat and it will still push through. Because guess what? Everything happens for a reason. Some people just have to go there. You just have to be there sometimes, and you have to get sick and tired of being sick and tired, all of you. You have to be sick and tired. No matter what I say, no matter what anybody else says, no matter what motivational videos, no matter who's speaking to you, you got to be tired of being tired in order to change your life. I was tired of living in the mind of a bipolar woman. I was tired of living in depression. I had to change my whole life. I had to lose even my wife in the process to get better. Because even when you elevate, sometimes you lose the ones you think you will love forever. And that is okay. And I did. You let it get to you. And you allow it to happen. And life happens to everybody. I'm not the only one that's been through a divorce. I'm not the only one who's lost my father. I'm not. I'm not the only one that suffers with bipolar and depression. And that is okay. That's what we have to realize, is that we are so mad at ourselves and our choices and what we could have done better for our family, faster for our family, sooner for our family. Maybe we caused our family a lot of pain, a lot of suffering, a lot of everything. And we just have so much guilt and regret. And we just need to say, you know what? I went through that. I experienced that, but I am here. Because there are people right now that did not wake up this morning. There are people right now that have been given time limits on how much longer they have here. And I couldn't imagine that burden or that weight on my shoulders. And I'm over here complaining about a divorce and people out there dying. And I'm not saying it's not okay to complain, because it is. Because you got it. Because if you can't talk to nobody, you need to go get help. Don't be afraid of mental health. Don't be afraid of being in depression. Don't be afraid of all that. Go get help. But you have to live in self-confidence. You have to say, you know what? I'm going to get through this too. It may not be easy, but I'm going to get through this too. Nothing is going to stop me from being great. Nothing is going to stop me. And then I'm not going to quit because I'm not going to show my daughter I'm a quitter. Because I'm not going to quit because I'm not going to show any of you guys that I'm a quitter, or people who look up to me. You know what's crazy is that you forget how significant your life is because you're so busy looking up to other people or going through what other people are going. And then you realize you impact people's lives as well. You are great as well. There's somebody who was touched or changed by you. And it could be even, because words are powerful. So it could be even that person who was thinking about going home and killing themselves that night, that you said good morning to them and asked them how their day was and maybe talk to them. You could save somebody's life by simple words of how are you? You could change people's world by the things that you say, the complaints that you make, the crying that you do, the yelling that you do, the cussing at the kids, the fighting, all that. You could change someone's whole mindset in the way they see the world by just words. Why do you think people are always looking for motivation and inspiration and self-love kind of thing? Words could change it. By you just repeating certain words could change your whole mindset. So why not repeat to yourself every single day, my goal is this is what I'm going to do, and this is what I'm going to do. They do it in the military. They do the rifle creed in the Marines. They do all kinds of stuff and make it repetition. Make your goals repetition. Make it to where you live and breathe your goals and you could state it without having to write them down. Yeah, and I'm going to do this and this, and I already checked off this and already accomplished this. That's what it's about. Having that no regret kind of attitude. Don't wake up the next day and said, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Say, I am. This is what I'm going to do. But do not say shoulda, coulda, wouldas. Who cares? You can't change it. It is what it is. And it ain't what it ain't. But you could definitely keep pushing forward and accomplish anything that you want to accomplish and do it with full stride, even if you fall and bump your head a couple times. And that's okay. That is okay. Yes, you choose your habits. Yes, you are the creator. You are the creator. For instance, I noticed that I can't drive in my car by myself without wanting a cigarette. It's an automatic habit. So it's like I have to have that cigarette. Like when you make positive things your goals, I could turn that into something else more powerful. I could say that every time I get in the car and I'm by myself, I could listen to a motivational video. Bang. And that could change my whole mindset for the rest of the day. Just listening to positive words. Why not? We're so consumed in the traffic and the anger and everything and what everyone else is feeling. I know, because I be feeling everybody's pain. We be so caught up in everybody, but we don't ever take the time to say, me. And I'm not saying me like, oh, go get your nails done and do all that, because that's normal me time, right? I'm saying like when you sit there and you really have a conversation with yourself, not the crazy kind, but have a conversation with yourself and really figure out who you are. Like Marsie says, that's soulful alignment. Really find out who you are. So that when people's opinions and judgments and anger and all that comes on you, you don't feel it. You could just dust it off like water off a dust bag. Because when you have that much confidence in yourself and that much soulful alignment and you don't care what's going on, nothing could steal your vibe. Nothing could kill your vibe. No one can make you mad. No one could take you out of character because you are 100% humble with yourself. When you feel that way, I don't know, girl. I don't read lips good. I don't have my glasses on. Don't judge me. But oh, I don't have the mute thing. She has it. Marsie.
Girl, continue on with your flow. We could do a little mastermind at the end, because otherwise we're gonna be on here going back and forth.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So yeah, let's do that.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing
I'm over
anything.
here like, I'm just like, yeah. I'm in it. I got my notes. Yeah, but I'm taking notes.
I just like real talk. Like that's the thing is like, because like for instance, I'm not gonna go into details, but when there's someone like there's like, for instance, I have issues and I go through things and I be feeling people's energy and I be like, damn, why they so angry? Why they so mad at me? Like, why am I taking it personal? You allowed to have feelings. Why am I taking it personal? Like, so if you mad, you upset, you hot, you bothered, you could get it out. You could yell, you could cuss, you could fuss, you could do all that. But at the end of the day, you're not taking my joy. You're not taking my smile. You're not taking my peace. Because I am at peace with who I am. I am at peace with my every choice that I have made. I am at peace with whatever I'm going. I am at peace with what I don't achieve and what I am going to achieve. And I am at peace with who I am as a being. So you prejudging me and thinking I should be a certain way or being mad at me or doing whatever can't kill my vibe. Because then I would be a hypocrite. I'm sitting here teaching self-love, confidence. There's a world full of people that are always going to try to bring you into their negative energy. And all you got to do is say, hey, look, I understand you going through something. I understand you going through something, but hey, right now, I can't handle that energy. I cannot deal with that energy. And you're allowed to do that because guess what? You don't have to carry or bury or do anyone else's burden or energies. You only have to carry your own. So who cares if they're not suffice with how you feel? Who cares? My thing is, and when you get mad and you get upset, you have to recognize that too, though, because people will take you out of character and they want to take you there. But all you got to do is say, and you got to know to walk away. And it's not going to be easy. You got to know to say, I love you. I'm not doing this with you. We're not doing this. You have to be able to do that. And that's okay if they get upset that you do that, because as you grow and as you start kicking certain energies out your life, you will understand as your energy becomes more peace, energies will start backing away from you because your energy is growing. It's protecting you. And that's okay if people start coming out of that realm. It's okay because your energy is protecting you. And if they start pushing people out, take time to self-reflect and say, okay, what's going on here? Why is my energy not vibing with yours? And sometimes it's a simple disagreement, yes, but sometimes you got to be okay with certain people leaving your life. You got to be okay with certain people exiting your life. You have to be. Because if you're not, your energy is always going to be uneven. Your energy is always going to be pulled in this direction and that direction and this direction because you continue to try to mold with other people's energies, and you got to have your own. At the end of the day, you have your own soul, your own energy, your own vibe. All you have the full, complete power to be great in life. The full, complete power. You have just as amount of time as all the people who are successful. Bill Gates, Beyonce, she about to do her last CD or something. Jay-Z, whoever. You have just as many hours in a day as they have. What makes them different from you? What makes them different? Because what? Fame, yeah, fame makes them beautiful. But they people just like us. Honestly, I don't even know half the actors, half the singers, all that. I know certain ones because everyone talks about them, but I don't follow. Why? They don't follow my life. Stop idolizing people. Create your own empire. Stop idolizing all these people who don't give a rat's butt about you. They don't care. We following and mimicking and doing all this, and they don't even have the time to follow you back or like a picture or do anything. Be the great you. Be the great you. And believe in it. Believe in it, because as much human as anybody else, no one is better than you. You're as best as you want to be. I mean, that's all. Like, I really was just trying to go goals. You know, I'll be going off and I'll go there. So
you're good, girl. You're good. Guys, drop a one in the chat for Anna. Drop them ones, drop them ones, drop them ones. Show her some love. Show her some love.
Thank you.
So awesome. You got one. Love it, love it, love it, love it. These Sizzle Sundays are crucial to start off our week. Super important. So the fact that you even, you know, showed up and decided to be here despite, you know, what today means to you is huge. And not only did you show up for yourself, but you showed up for the team, right? And you committed to that, which is what you were just talking about, commitment. So I want to thank you. I have a lot of appreciation for you, and I had our little thing, you know, not to y'all know the team, y'all together, you know, but we good. Me and Anna, we good. I mean, I feel like a lot of what you said and what you spoke on was just amazing, because one of the things that you talked about was not allowing yourself to jump out of character, you know, because maybe you are taking things the wrong way, or someone is projecting something onto you that, honestly, I tend to see it this way, like, people are a reflection of us. People, I feel like we're all here because we're obviously all learning from each other, right? But when there's something within another person that, I don't know, maybe bothers you, or that you allow to bother you, it's really something that's a reflection within yourself, and you got to kind of take a step back and reevaluate kind of where your spirit is at and where you're at, right? So we're gonna unmute, don't worry. We want to make sure that, you know, we get through the call, and then we'll do a mini mastermind at the end, and we'll get people to kind of get unmuted and stuff. But my thing is, I just want to say, like, just with regards to everything that you've been doing for the team and everybody else, Jada, Tanya, like, a lot of you guys, the leaders, I mean, Tony, stepping up and really doing your thing, and not only within your business, but pouring into other people, right? Before you've even, let's say, reached that specific goal that you want to reach with this business, that speaks volumes, because it doesn't mean that you, like you said, there's no one better than another person. You don't have to be an STD to speak on these calls. And I think a lot of times we psych ourselves out because we feel that we need to be at a certain level to speak on a high level, or to speak on calls, or to do, you know, these type of things. And so I want to encourage everybody, if you feel called to do a motivation call, or you have some knowledge and value that you want to share with the team, don't hesitate to get Zoom. There's free, you could get a free Zoom account. I think it gives you 40 minutes. Drop your link in the chat. You know, the team will come through and support you. I just want to encourage everybody, because I don't want this for, like, to be a thing where people feel like, oh, I only see Anna, you know, or I only see Tanya, or I only see Jada, or whatever. Just know that this is Majestic Leaders for a reason. So I want to encourage everybody. Cynthia, girl, if you're on here, I'm talking to you. I need you, because I've heard you speak in your stories. And I'm like, man, I feel like you there's something there that I feel like you could really deliver some value to the team with just everything that you've even been through and your life experience, and just you being a survivor, right? Like, even if you and Anna did a call together. So I just want to encourage everybody to take the just insight that Anna shared tonight and really apply it full force, set the goals, but also know that your story is important. If it has to start with sharing it with the team before you go live and public about it, because some people need to do that, they need some practice, then let this team be that buffer for you, right? And that place where you come and you practice. And then as you do it more here, you will feel comfortable going out there and sharing that with the world. Because again, be a participator, not a spectator. Just like you said, Anna, like, a lot of people scroll, they're idolizing these leaders on social media. They're, you know, aspiring to be where they are. And that's fine. Be inspired, but don't, like, get caught up in it. right? Because you have your own story and you have your own life, and it is valuable. I think a lot of people don't feel that their story and their adversities matter. Like they're like, well, who's gonna care? Like, who's really gonna care what I have to say? But believe it or not, like just like Anna said, even the smallest thing that you could have done for somebody that day, saying hello or opening the door for them or whatever it may be, good morning or whatever, that makes a difference. So I just know that we have Misty too. Misty has a very powerful story too. And I'm just waiting. So I really didn't prepare anything, guys, but I feel like you pretty much covered it. And I mean, you did it. I'm just like, there's really nothing for me to say. So I'm going to open up. I'm going to actually, let me make you host, because this way you can unmute whoever wants to be unmuted. Let me see how I'm going to do this here. And then if you guys want to unmute, just like raise your hand.
I was like, I don't want them problems. I don't want control of the mute button. Hey, y'all. I don't even know how to do it.
So who wants?
They could do it, right?
Because
I did myself, so they could do it.
Yeah,
right?
They can just raise their hand. Just raise your hand, and then because the way I set it up initially was just to have everybody muted as they come in. So raise your hand or drop a one in the chat if you want to just have. There you go. Gerard raised his hand. I see you, Gerard. Where's Gerard at? Hold on 1 second. Yeah, this way. There we go, Gerard.
Hey, what's up, family? How's everyone doing today?
What's up?
So real quick, great quote, Anna. So much value as usual. I just want to say real quick, like, we all have bad days. You got to keep pushing, like, don't let our bad days keep us down. Like, we have bad days. You got to keep going for it and just strive to, be great and be productive.
Right. You can't live in shoulda, coulda, wouldas. It's just, you got to make sure that you have peace, that you're not always, and that's the thing, is you have to have peace that you're not always going to make the right decisions. That's really effed up, and I'm trying to watch my language, but it's really effed up that you have to think that way. But you have to understand you're not always going to make the right decisions, because guess what? You're human. Like, we have free will for a reason. We're not always going to make the right decisions, but we have to be okay with that. That's why we're so afraid to make the decision, because we don't want to make the wrong decision. But you got to just go out there, and sometimes you got to do it, man. You got to sometimes just go out there and F it. You're not going to make the right decision every time. Sorry, it's life. You're not. It's what you do when you don't and how you fix it.
Yes, exactly. I love that. Let's see.
Right,
Misty Low. Hold up. Where's she at? There you go, Misty.
Hello. Hi, it's been a while.
It has been a hot minute, lady.
I know. I've been in the store, but I just, and it's kind of weird how you're actually talking on a topic of something that there is actually some mess that I am really dealing with right now. A lot of people don't know that I be going through some mess, because I have been doing a whole lot of soul searching, and I'm looking within myself. Like, instead of pointing the finger at everybody else, oh, they did me wrong, y'all got to start looking within yourself. Like, what is it that I'm doing that's causing me to be caught up in these type of situations? That has been my main thing. I am like, every time I turn around, this is what happens. This gets misconstrued. Dad, what is it? My communication? Like, what is it? But this is why. Now you gotta, that's why I say, when you speak affirmations, you gotta speak, I am diplomatic, I am self-aware, I am self-actualization, I am emotionally mature. Because sometimes you don't realize, maybe your emotions, you ain't really got them in check. I am self-disciplined. Maybe you need to discipline yourself some more. That's why you keep coming across and attracting those type of people around you. And then you get caught up in this whole situation. You're like, Dad, why this keep happening to me? Because you need to self-discipline yourself. That's what you need to do.
I say it all the time. You attract people on your level. And I hate to say it, but if you attracted nothing but toxic negative Nancy type people or unsuccessful people in your life, that's the type of person you are. Unfortunately, that's the truth. If
There's
you have
something
that
that
many
you,
people in your circle and everyone is just bad or negative and you have a whole bunch of drama always coming to you, you got to check yourself. You are correct. Because that means that your vibe is off, your energy is off, and you got to self-evaluate and say, why do I keep attract? Because you attract people on your level. That's why you lose people as you elevate. It's because you attract people on your level. So the better you get, you'll see other people's energy and true colors really come out when you becoming a better person.
But the thing about that though is a lot of people think like, oh my gosh, they must be really bad people. Like, oh my gosh, was they really like that? They bad. Like they must have just really been bad people. And then you feel the need to like not really say good things about them because everybody do it. And y'all know you get in these situations, well, so-and-so must have, and then you catch yourself saying things and it's like, oh my gosh, the more you do that, the more you're going to block your blessings. So you need to learn how to turn that off and speak some sort of life. That's why it's like, you learn from the people that you feel like the bad experiences and the good experience, the good people that you feel are good and the people that you feel are bad. Either way, they may not even be bad, but that's why there's that saying in the Bible, like, forgive them for they know not what they do. They may not know they doing that. Just like you don't know what you're doing. So it's like, okay, I'm just going to take this as a humbling experience. This really humbled me. I'm going to take it as a learning experience for me. And I hope you can do the same for you. Peace, much love, ain't no hard feelings. We finna go on this way. And that's just the way you got to do it. And that's what I have been learning because I have been doing, like I said, I have been doing a lot of self-reflection. I'm like, why every time I always be like this? Because not everybody, you know how people say, they always saying this about me. They always say, oh, and some people, you always, oh, they hating on me. Sometimes they not always hating. Maybe you need to check yourself. If everybody's saying that about you, if you keep getting in that same situation, maybe it's something you're doing. So you need to check it.
I definitely agree with you.
Back
your
again.
vibe has to, yes, your
Misty's
vibe definitely
back.
has to be checked.
Yo, Misty, I told you already. Between you and Cynthia, I don't know what you guys are waiting for, but go on and set up the Zoom links, please, and drop it in the chat. Like, I'm tired of y'all just like, please. That's it. I'm done. I love you guys. So we got Jada. Jada's hand is up too. Jada, you want to come on in the mastermind? Hold on. Let's hear Jada out. Where was Jada at? That was really good, Misty. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
I'm outside bundled up under some covers, so I'm going to leave my camera off because you guys wouldn't see me anyways. It's dark. But I love what you had to say, Misty, and love the call, Anna. But one of the things that I just wanted to, add to that is just awareness is huge because, we need to learn that our emotions are temporary and that we need to learn to be aware of what type of emotions are taking up our energy. And when we take a step back and we have that awareness to what those emotions are, and we take a step back, we're able to, respond rather than react. And, one of the big things that I've been doing is I've just been working on trying to replace any type of expectations, any type of negative emotions that I experience, and like from other people and myself, and then just switch that with gratitude, replacing everything with gratitude. Like I just keep that in my mind. Any type of feeling that I'm having, if it's exhaustion, if it's, I'm burnt out, that's usually the most emotion that I have is just that I'm tired. But I just always take that emotion if I'm mad or whatever, like I just be grateful for whatever is going on in my life at that moment. And then I'm able to like live a more abundant life and it's healthier. So I just wanted to share that with you all. And, it also helps with like habits and, just, the more you practice your gratitude, you'll learn that, everything ends up, your habits just kind of just start happening intentionally. It just happens without you even realizing it's happening. And, you know, I've been experiencing going through all this stuff for about 6 months. And like today, I got up and my little boy wanted to go to church. He's been wanting to go for a while. And I always make excuses. And it was like 10 o'clock, and I thought church was starting at 10, but we got out anyways. And we found a church that was open at 11. I took him anyways. And I got home, did a workout, and then like I posted on my Instagram, and then I ran some, you know, graphics on Pinterest, and I'm like, dang, it's Sunday and I'm doing some work and I didn't even know I was really doing it. It's happening, you know, because I'm trying to make it happen. I'm choosing my hard. I don't want to struggle. I want to be successful, you know? So yeah, I just wanted to add that, guys.
Jeez.
I love it.
Do you guys hear yourselves?
I love
Is
it.
everybody listening? Are you guys listening to yourselves? Majestic fucking leaders. Every single one of you guys. Ah, I love it. Go ahead, Anna. Go ahead.
No, I think you know, Marcie, I did the first half. Usually you'll go ahead. So you go ahead and close us out, or say what you got to say as a leader. Like, I think one, I always appreciate, because Jada's always given the support. I love her to death. And I think I really haven't really worked hard to do this. And I probably look cross-eyed right now trying to, anyways, see the chats. But it's funny because it's like meeting of the minds. So, and I feel like we're all in some way coming out of our own story, our own bubble, and our own pain. And we all have our own story and our own pain and our own whatever. And it's becoming a beautiful kind of like, you know, one of those of the chicken soup of the soul kind of books, you know what I mean? Like, where it's like everyone's little story and little background is just becoming a beautiful book. And I think that that's just an amazing thing, because I feel like as we talk and as we believe, this dang dog, as we talk and as we believe in each other, it's just we keep elevating. So it's really good to see you guys coming out of your bubbles and just really learning that self-love. Remember, it starts with yourself. It starts with your confidence. And if you got to just dust people's opinions and all they pain and hurt and suffering off. You can't live in their pain. They have to solve their own pain. You can't solve anyone else's issues, but you can definitely solve your own, and you can be great. So it's just a matter of, I can't wait to see this beautiful novel that's coming together with just all our different stories. And if we start using each other and combining stories and just getting on each other's stuff, it's like, man, it's just, we have stories that people want to hear, guys. There's people that have it worse than you, the same as you, and better than you. And that's life. And it's just people want to hear your story. They want to see that it's possible. So make that story, make a possible story. Have your own Lifetime story one day on Lifetime or something. But do it. Because, I mean, people do it. People write books all the time. I'm pretty sure each and every single one of us on this call right now could probably write a book about our life and what we've been through and what we experienced. And some of it we're scared because we really don't want people to know what we've been through. We don't really want people to know everything we've been through. We have dark secrets that we haven't faced yet, guys. Make sure you're facing those. Face those deep, dark secrets that you're afraid to face, because you'll never heal and you'll never be fine. And your vibe will always be, oh, you gotta face those deep, dark secrets. Even if it's through counseling, go face them. Dead, go face them. I don't care what it is. Beat, molested, raped, beat up, whatever it is. You got to go face those demons or you'll never be at peace. They will always have it. The best revenge is a life. The best revenge is a life well lived. So you do not want to allow people to have that hold on you. When people have that hold on you because you haven't been at peace with it, they own you still, guys. They own you. Let it go. Even if you never talk to them again or do anything, let them go.
That's what I said, Misty. That's what I'm saying too. Her dog is feeling it. The dog is over there like, yes, 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 and yes. Seriously, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Anna, but you know,
no, you're good.
the thing is, what I see all of us doing here together is elevating together and learning from each other through this process. This is literally like that little circle where you can come, not only bounce ideas off of, not only, you know, get content from, right? Or grow together in a business, but individually and spiritually and mentally and emotionally as well. This is a safe space for everybody. And so when we talk about team and when we talk about a movement, like, we are the movement. It is within all of us. And it's what each and every one of us have to bring to the table and to this team. There is no one person better than another. I've never believed in that. I've never tried to create an environment like that ever. It's about, yeah, vegan beauty movement. It's about everybody sharing their story, being okay with sharing that story, stepping into their power and knowing that there's a big world out there that you can create. The life that you see Christy Stone and all these leaders living, like, granted, let that inspire you, right? If it's the material things and the trips and the travel and the glamour that you want, fine, let it inspire you. There's nothing wrong with those things. But understand that the foundation of all of that is you. That there's only one you. There's only one Misty Lowe. There's only one Jada Stats, one Tanya Braxton, one Anna, one Cynthia, one Gerard, one Karina, one Tony. There's only one of you. That is your superpower. And as we are elevating and growing together, we're gonna look, there's gonna be some, you know, we're gonna butt heads because we're all leaders here. Like, legit. Anna made me realize it the other day. She's like, girl, you know, I'm a leader, I'm passionate. You a leader, you passionate. We're gonna bump heads. I said, I know, girl. I came to realize that on that. So, and I had to end up taking a step back and say, damn, you know what? You're right. I maybe took it in a way that is not how you meant it, but I had to take a step back and look within myself, which is what Misty said. But that's part of the growth. And that's what this is about, guys. It's just all of us bringing our individual talents together and just making this one amazing freaking thing of a novel, of a book, is what Anna said, right? So if there's anyone else who wants to say anything, please feel free to raise your hand. For some reason, I can't. I gotta like individually unmute you guys because the setup is where everybody's muted. But, or drop it in the comments. Like, this was an amazing call, Anna. Thank you. This was really, really good.
Problem. I honestly, for the most part, try to speak what's on my heart. So I love that, even if it's touching you guys or just whoever it touches, just know your power. Know your power and know your strength. And do not let go of that, because there's going to be times when you feel weak, and there's going to be times when you feel like you can't make it. And those are the times that when you finally do make it, you just feel like that champion. So it's like when you think it's going to get the worst, it's sometimes about to get better. So just know you have the power. It's all in your hands.
Dropping them ones for you, Anna. Look at that. You see the chat going crazy? Drop a one for Anna. This is recorded, so it is going to be on YouTube, guys. I'll share the YouTube link with you guys in the Telegram chat. Because from my phone, I'm able to go live on YouTube, but it is on my YouTube channel. Hey, Anna, listen, at some point, you know, you can snag these lives and upload it into your YouTube. Feel free to do so. I'll show you how to do that. But guys, thank you all so much for being here tonight. And like, let's do it, man. December 1st is like, yo, it's the last month of 2020. We gotta get it. Make it happen. We got this. Yes. All right.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye.